Yeah, I think that was another game of two halves. Unfortunately, we did very well in the first half, and then sort of after about 60 minutes, it kind of ran a bit of puff.
Yeah, slightly. But I thought first half we were decent. With a game plan. And it was working. And we scored a good goal. Um, and we matched Linfield. I thought we were decent. And it was a total reversal of the game on Saturday, which is pleasing. That the boys have reacted in the right way. I thought second half we've come out and we've been really good again, and AP hits a bar, and that's what the game changer is. Peter's free kick saved as well, and from that, to be fair, they gave offside against AP, even though we didn't touch the ball. It went out for a corner, and they've went up the pitch and Jules produced an unbelievable bit of skill. It's an unbelievable goal, and again, that's what you get when you've got a player his calibre. He can do things like that, and I felt sorry for the boys. And Kirk Miller plays a pass for this. I can't remember if it was the first or second penalty, but the pass that he plays, the one that Rory fouls him, is unbelievable. But again, it's a player Kirk Miller's quality. He can play that pass, and I don't blame Rory for that at all, because it's an unbelievable pass, and any other time the goalkeeper would be doing the right thing and come out for that ball. He's just literally a millimetre too slow, a millisecond too slow, and it's what happens. But they've got quality, and you see that in their team, and the quality that they bring on as well. But again, I was proud of the boys for their effort and the performance they put in today. Again, they're full time. They've played the weekend we've played as well, and then they've come in and play a midweek match after our boys been at work. And of course, you said there that the last half an hour, it's of course our boys are going to tire. It's human nature. But again, we kept digging in. We got a goal there. And as I said, I'm pleased with the performance. Just obviously the results disappointing for us. But again, it's going to be a tough place for any team to come.
I suppose a few positives to take were Callum Barney coming back, starting marshal the defence relatively well at times, and then Conor McCluskey starting as well. He came off at half time. Anything about that, or just?
Yeah, he was just saying he was feeling a bit sluggish. His first game in a while. But again, you can see Conor's got a quality as well, and I thought it was working that tee, and obviously we had to make that change at half time. But again, the game plan that we had for it, we weren't able to do it in the second half as much, and Linfield moved Kirk out the right, and Kirk was all of a sudden on his right foot. Joel started coming playing 1-2s with him, and them two are top quality. For me, they're two of the best players in the league, and when they're on their game like they are today, they're hard to stop, and I think that's what where we fell down the second half, and obviously then Peter's on a yellow card, and Snods is on a yellow card, and it's difficult when you see. We also have to take into consideration Saturday, and them boys were starting to tire, and we have to make 4 changes, and if you look at the 4 changes, they're all good players, but they're all young lads, and a lot of them are young lads coming on, and obviously Roger's coming on too, but they're all younger players, and it's difficult. But again, Hendo come on, done really well. They're really, really bright, and again, he made a great run near the end. And if AP looks up and crosses it, you never know. We'll maybe get another goal, but it wasn't to be. But as I said, I was really, really, really down at the weekend, and it was hard to get over that performance on Saturday. But as I said, the boys in there, if we get that out of them, and that level of commitment and performance, and taking on instruction, not giving teams goals, because they didn't give teams goals today, in my opinion. They're just coming up against top quality players, and Joel, as I said, produced an unbelievable piece of skill, and Kirk's delivered an unbelievable pass, and that was the difference in the game today. That was the 2 bits of quality that won it for them. And as I said, it's since he's left us, he's come back to haunt me a few times.
Unfortunately, we've had a few players like that in the league over the last couple of seasons. Looking forward to Saturday then, is it a case of push the reset button, season starts now kind of thing, with the run we have with teams that we maybe could get a few points against?
It's all right saying that, well, we've seen results this year, so Dungannon went and drew 4 each at Larne. There's not going to be any easy games this year. It's going to be more difficult than last year, and people have to start realising that you don't have a defined right against the bottom 6 to win games, and that it's easier, it's this or that. We've seen last year when you beat us twice at home last year, so these results will happen all the time in this league this year. They will, and we've seen already. Newry's went to Carrick and beat them 2-0. You know, so we'll see results like this continuously. And if you look at Carrick this year, Carrick's now got 6 full-time players playing their team. You know what I mean? So they're a good side, and they've went down there with 10 men and beat them 2-0. So, you know, it's going to be a tough game. We got tough games with them last year. We need the levels of performance that we got from the team against Linfield and tonight. Even though the results didn't go our way, we need that level of performance and then that gives us a chance.